Now we look at CFDs, one of the instruments that we are going to be exploring. A CFD is also known as contract for differences. A contract for difference is basically an arrangement that is made in a futures contract. Now, when the arrangement is then made, the differential price between the buy and the selling price, the differential profit, if you may say, the differential profit or loss is then paid to you in cash rather than in delivery of the physical goods. Now, the other thing to remember about CFDs also is that you are not owning the underlying security. Okay, that's what I've put over here. You're not owning the underlying security, and usually what's happening is you're buying that security under a leverage of 1 to 10. Some other brokers might only give you a much more smaller leverage at time. And the final thing I do want to mention, and before I mention that, I just remembered that for the leverage, always do remember, especially if you're beginner traders and if you do not really understand the meaning of leverage, do remember that leverage can be good and bad. But the most important thing is you must understand the risk implications of that. And therefore, that is why risk management is so critical and is something that we talk about in the later modules. Now, finally, one last thing I want to mention about CFDs is that one of the main unique differences about them is that you can use them to short the market, right? You can look for it to go down. You can make money when the market is going down. Whereas when you are buying a stock or a share, you won't be able to do that. Now, let's go on live in the market and let's look at some live examples of CFDs. Traders, here is a live example of the contract for differences for the Dow Jones market, as you can see over here. Now, the platform that I'm using at the moment is Saxo Trader Go, as you can see. And how do you then find all the different CFDs? For different broker platforms, that will be different. For example, over here, let me just show you how you can find it over here. Now, over here, how you look at it is go on the watch list over here, and it says the standard watch list over here. So I can just all segregate it into here. You can then take a look at CFD indices or CFD commodities or CFDs by region even. So for example, if I choose that, then I can just choose CFDs where in the place where you're staying. It could be Portugal, it could be Hong Kong, it could be Singapore. For here right now, at this time of recording, this is in the UK. So if I select that, then I will get many different instruments over the many other markets, many stocks actually in this specific example of all the different CFDs. Now, if I were to then go back into them, if I were to go and choose CFD indices, then I can also then see that the Dow Jones Wall Street CFD over here as well. Okay. Now, then coming back to this example here on the Dow Jones, if I then want to select an order ticket, then I'll just put new order. So basically I right click on the screen and just a new trade, and then I can then put my specific order details in here. We actually place live trades actually in live trading evening, something that you guys can look into as well. Now, however, on a different platform, for example on a MetaTrader platform, if you want to look into CFDs, just right click onto this thing called the Market Watch. So first of all, click on Market Watch. It will give you all the different markets over there, stocks, currencies, equities, indices. If you want to choose CFD, just right click on there, go on the symbols, and under symbols you can then see, choose the one here which says CFDs, and then choose the particular market under the CFD instrument. Okay, so for example, if I chose this stock called the Airbus Group SE, and then I choose that, I close it, and I can then see Airbus being there, that particular stock in this example, which is CFD that we're using to trade. Now, once I do that, then if I want to place a trade on it, then it's just a new order, and then I can just place my trade on that, okay? So that's how you find the CFDs on different platforms. So I've shown you just two different ways. Now go ahead and find it on your own broker platform as well, and familiarize yourself on how to use this CFD instrument on any particular market. We trust you enjoyed our Traders Education Center tech video. To unlock the full tech modules for free, click on the link below and hit the subscribe button. Then go ahead to register with your contact details and create your unique username and password to enjoy the fully unlocked tech modules.